Hey, Dominik.
Hi, Andrew. Nice to meet you. How
Nice
are
to
you?
meet you. How you doing?
Fine, all fine. So step in
Excellent.
for Rami.
Yeah. All right. Let's start it off. You've got your new album. It's the
Yes.
sixth release of the band's career. I think it's scheduled for about a week away now. Vengeance is Mine. How's it feel to have an album coming out in the not too distant future?
Actually, it's our fifth full-length album
Yep.
because you some count in the acoustic album we did,
Sure.
but the full-length album, original album, is our fifth now. And yeah, we're waiting just for to release in 1 week. And yeah, the signs are great.
Excellent.
So what's your question? If I remember well.
Yeah, like how do you feel knowing that it's only a week away?
Yeah, we're just burning. It's scratching, you know.
Yeah.
We
Now,
can't wait. We can't wait it to release it to the world. If you have read any of the reviews, yeah, it's the signs are great.
Now, I know you haven't done a lot of press with Australia in the past, so for people that might not have heard of
Yeah,
Sirius Black, give me a bit of history of the band.
yeah. Now we are very proud to be part down under now.
Yeah,
I think we have 5 or 6 interviews now for this record, and not one for the other albums, if I remember well. So the history of the band, well, it started up at 2014, I think. It was an idea by Mario to create a band, a power metal band, with some kind of stars in it. All of them more or less are songwriters, and yeah, kind of which have kind of names in the business. So the first he asked, when he was on tour with Masterplan, then he asked Roland Grapov to join, and he told him about this idea to create a band, a real band, where everyone can bring in ideas, riffs, songs, whatever, and to work together. So not one songwriter and some minions to play.
yeah.
So, and Roland agreed. So Mario was to start it up with. Then came in Tom Stauch, ex Blind Guardian drummer, and then I had a recording session in his studio, in the Dream Sound Studios, where he was sound engineer too, and he told me about the idea, and we got to know each other pretty well in this period of time. And well, for me, it sounded interesting, very interested, because power metal, of course, is one of my favorite genres. And well, to have the opportunity to be on a record with big names now, is that was yeah. I agreed as well, of course. And later on, we got Urban Breed on vocals then, and the first record happened then in 2015. It came out right before we got on tour with Hammerfall already. And but the funny thing was that on our first tour already, we didn't play one song with Roland or Toman. Okay. So those big names, call them so, they weren't be part of that story then. But we had already Rami on drums, who is now our regular drummer. I'm so proud of him, of being in band with him. And we already got Bob Katzionis on guitars in this time. So it turned out to be a different lineup for the other albums then. Some things changed. So we got Alex Holzwart on drums, also a great drummer. You know him by Rhapsody of Fire. And then one day Jan left, our keyboarder, and but we still kept the flame on fire.
Mhm.
So and on the last record, on the current record, Vengeance is Mine, we have another change of personality. The singer.
Yep.
That was the so far biggest change in the band history. So by now it's only Mario and me, the
Yep.
only ones who are from the very beginning, and also the only ones who played every fucking single
Every
concert.
record. Yeah.
and on the records, of course. Yeah.
Who are your influences as a player?
My influences as a guitar player, they're mostly of not so much power metal guitar players, but much more like David Gilmour of Pink Floyd, or Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi.
Amazing.
Or, of course, also Zakk Wylde a bit.
Yep.
I can't play that stuff, but of course, you know, Ozzy Osbourne is one of my favorites. And well, on the acoustic guitars, I have also Al Di Meola on my favorite list. But my very, very hero in guitar playing is still and always will be Steve Lukather of Toto, of course.
He's amazing. Yeah, one of the best. Now, as you said, it's your second album now with Nicola on vocals.
This is our first album.
First, he didn't.
The first.
Okay.
The first. Yeah.
So he came in after the last one was recorded, and did he tour with you?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have to tell a bit the story about before it came to the change. You know.
Yep.
It not really started, but it was for me a flashlight. Yeah, the last recordings to Suite 226, which we did with Urban on vocals then.
Yep.
And it was a very, very difficult period of time working with him, because he didn't hold any deadlines which were given by our record company to deliver the vocal lines. So, and he wasn't even reachable for any of us. So we tried to get in touch with him on the phone, on mail, on WhatsApp, name it.
Yep.
He wasn't reachable, and he didn't give a shit about it. We also tried to get in touch with him via friends or relatives of him. No way. He was just disappeared and didn't deliver. And then when we reached him one time, he said, yeah, tomorrow you get everything. Then another week passed by, nothing happened. Oh, there is a song. Okay, so the very last recordings of him, we got then 3 months after that.
Wow.
So that was, of course, the reason that Mario had to finalize the whole record within a few days, that we could at least keep the release date,
Sure.
because it was so necessary for us to keep this, because it was the very first day when our next tour with Hammerfall started. So it makes no sense to go on tour with such a big band again with Hammerfall without a record on start, you know. So, and also because of this big delay, we couldn't, we didn't get the vinyls in time, and we didn't get any special box set, which we had already for any other release before. So that was a big mess, a big loss, and well, his fuck it all attitude, you know, it increased on tour. So he didn't show up on sound checks. He didn't show up at the merchandise area after the shows. And well, then we got told by crew members that he was telling lies about us and stuff like that. So if it was on me, I've kicked him out right after the tour. Yeah. Here is your ticket to an aeroplane. Go and never see again. but we couldn't do that because we had some summer festivals in planning.
Yep.
And in this short time, you don't find a singer to replace him in this short time. So we left it like it was for the first time. And during that summer, he wrote us a kind of a letter on a chat room on, was it Messenger or WhatsApp?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. But it was a chat room we didn't use anymore. It was inside was Rami and a former crew member and myself. So, and Urban, of course. Mm-hmm. And he wrote things like he want to apologize for his behavior in the last years and stuff like that. And he hoped that we will excuse those things. We literally looked at each other and what the fuck? If he want a real talk, then he knows exactly how he can reach us, officially, via mail, phone, whatever, name it. So we didn't react to that and waited. But instead of that, we got requests from magazines or business partners. What's going up, because Urban posted on Facebook that he was out of Sirius Black. So without talking, that was surprising for us indeed.
Yeah.
And so in a little public debate we had with him on Facebook, he tried then to turn around everything he wrote to his own favor, to stand in a better light then. And latest on this point, for every one of us was clear, it's no work with him possible anymore anytime. So that was the point where we officially had the right and the must have to search for another singer. So then we've been in touch with several singers all over the world. Yep. And in the last time, our record company told us that Eden's Curse would split up probably, and asked us if Nicola would be a great choice for us. Rami already knew him from another tour we had with his former band, and he knew Nicola to be a nice guy, a very professional guy, great singer. Of course, we know it. We had we watched some videos on YouTube singing with Eden's Curse or our bands, and so we knew that he can sing. Yeah. But there's always the question if he fits to Sirius Black then. Yeah. Of course, we didn't search just a replacement for Urban for a singer, for a magician who can sing, or just we didn't watch out for a hired gun. Yeah. We wanted to have a singer who wants to pull the rope in the same direction as we want, who can sing the old songs, of course, and someone who also brings in some own ideas and style. So the needle in a haystack, so to say. Yeah, but it's paid off. The songs I've heard so far are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are very proud to have got him in the own rows. He did an amazing job. Although he didn't have the opportunity now to work with us for the whole process, because the songs were already done, because we hadn't the time, we couldn't lose time, so we had to write everything to the very end, and he just did then in an amazing way. He brought in his own style and stuff you think that these songs are written by himself. He brings it. He nailed it. Yeah, he doesn't sound like he doesn't belong in the band. He sounds like he's been there a long time. Yeah. Of course, we directed him in some way, how we wanted to have bring out some feelings here and there and blah blah blah. But and he brought in then some own ideas also from the vocal lines and from the rhythm. But so far it was so far fixed. But he did the point on the eye. You know, in Austria you say the point. Yeah, that was the salt in the soup.
Excellent. Yeah. And you get to go out in a few weeks for a limited few shows in support of the release of the album. And of course, you've got more extensive touring later in the year. Will it predominantly be playing songs from the new album or a healthy mix?
No, it's we're playing. We planned to play 5 or 6 songs of the current album. Of course, we have to promote it. But of course, we do a great mix of our old releases as well. Especially, we play more of them from our debut album, As Daylight Breaks. Because this is from the songwriting here. It's most similar to the Vengeance Is Mine because of the power metal attitude. On the other recordings, we have too many songs going in directions like prog rock and stuff like that. And we just want to kick ass, you know? So we chose evergreens from our first album and hits from some of the others, of course, on top.
Excellent. So, as I said, I think your tour dates end almost in December. Is there plans for next year to hopefully get more around the world than just European dates?
Of course. Actually, this tour we had to postpone now again to November, December this year. It was planned to take place in 2020.
Sure.
So every one of us knows why it didn't happen. And right now we would have been on tour because we wanted to at least play those shows within Germany to not having any border crossings, you know. And but even those concerts couldn't happen because of the promoters weren't allowed to offer catering service and stuff like that. So it was this time it was not on us or something. It was well, again, the the situation. So within a few days, Mario could postpone it to November, December, and some summer festivals are already booked so far. And for next year, we hope, of course, to have the opportunity to play many more. It depends, of course, of the reactions to the record. And because this year it's very difficult because every festival or whatever is taking those bands from 2020. You know, so the roster is filled up, and there's hardly a chance for us. If someone is quick, then probably there's a place for us. If the record does work well after the first release week, so that would count a lot, of course. And for next year, of course, we are open.
Excellent. Well, hopefully you'll be here.
Yeah, that would be amazing. It's too long that I have been down under. It was 1999.
Wow.
I was in Sydney for 3 weeks, but exactly for Sydney Festival, for the Australia Day and 26th, and then we had the 10 years Harbour Festival on top.
Wonderful.
So that was so great, and we also visited the working area for the Olympic Games in 2000. Those times I told to myself I want to go back down under Australia within 10 years, but this didn't take place. This didn't happen.
Maybe 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know your time's limited today. So have you got any final words or anything for all of your friends in Australia?
Well, so thank you all for your interest and for your support. And we would love to come down to play some concerts, to bring our music to you, to entertain you. Go get your copy of our record. It would help us, and you will be amazed. You have another milestone in your record compilation. No,
Collection.
Record,
Yeah,
collection. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and we'd be proud to see you.